What's up? What's up, y'all? It's Friday. It is also Fitness Friday, and I am super excited. Let me back up. Typically on Fitness Friday, y'all get workout videos. Y'all get really workout videos, right? And I can't wait to bring up who I have because the workout videos would not be made possible if it weren't for my trainer. But obviously, I talked and alluded to my fitness journey a couple times. Um, I've alluded to my fitness journey a couple times in a few videos leading up to this one. And I'm still going to do one with just myself to really tell you the ins and outs of me and how I got to this space. But I know I've been seeing comments and people wondering about my workouts, and I just wanted to share the gems with you all. And the gems happen to be Travis and Whitney Washington. They are owners of a fitness studio, but I'm gonna bring them up and let them tell you about themselves because I feel like I can't do it any justice. Let me shout out some people. Um, Look, I got family support. What's up, John? What's up, Mike? Lucky, you in the building, always showing support and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're in the chat, go ahead and put hashtag Fitness Friday so I know you can hear me. I know that you're present. I know you listening. So hashtag Fitness Friday in the chat. And you know what? Before I get started, the hashtags just reminded me. Yesterday, I was on Blind Guy, his wife, their life channel. I was on their show. What's up, Jenny? Thank you. I was on their channel, and a part of their show is they do a little raffle, and whoever wins, they get something special. And I got to choose the prize. So for me, I said that I would give a shout out to the person who won on yesterday's show, and shout out to Trash Can Waves who was super vocal in the chat. He was even saying he wasn't going to win, but then he changed his mindset and said, I want, like, he was going to win. And then the wheel started spinning. He actually won, y'all. Like, talk about, power in your words. So shout out to Trash Can Waves. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love on yesterday's live. And you're right. Technically, Mike Anthony, you did win. Okay, you did. So shout out to you. They wouldn't let you be great. Good afternoon, Brittany. Hey girl, you was up late last night, hanging on watching to the Lapeef Network. Everybody was showing love last night. That is what's up. So I see all y'all hashtag Fitness Fridays in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But all right, we're going to get started. I'm going to bring up my two favorite people, the most intentional people that I know, Travis and Whitney Washington. Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
So, I've known y'all for, it's been over 5 years that we've kind of been in the same space. So tell us a little bit about y'all self and like how you got started in this, what would you call it? Like the health and fitness world? Like,
Yes. Well, I'm Travis, and we've been doing this for going on 8 years now. 8 years certified, let's put it that way, but about 12 to 13 years total.
Yeah.
And then you jumped in about what time?
I jumped in maybe a year, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year after you started doing what you were doing, just because I saw the impact of what you were doing, and I was like, okay, I can see me doing this. I can see me in this vision.
Because it was hard in the beginning, but it all this kind of really
real quick, because she just said something super dope. I can see myself in that vision. And I just want y'all to know this is a married couple.
Yes.
And like listen, seeing yourself in your spouse's vision, and like, not to say that you doubted it from the beginning, because you didn't, but it's the mere fact that, like, look, I see some greatness and I want to be a part of that and contribute to it. So I just want to say kudos and shout out to you. Like, that is a blueprint for real. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So how this all pretty much started is actually started first just with me. it was more like a therapy session for myself because I was dealing with a lot of family issues. I was dealing with some work issues, and I didn't want to be the type of guy who just chose alcohol to be my level of therapy. So I would go into the weight room, work out for 2 to 3 hours, and be so upset about whatever that situation was that like I didn't even realize what I was putting my body through. Like it was bad. And then like through that time, it just kind of I started having people that started watching me and seeing what my journey has been and wanted me to train. So I started training free, like because it was just fun to me to just help people use working out as therapy as well. Then fast forward about a year after that, then I had a trainer who was like, "Hey man, I see what you're doing. You really are knowledgeable about what you're talking about. Why not go ahead and go to school and get certified?" So thought about it for about a month or two. Then I actually went, got certified, and then pretty much Life Addicts was birthed from that moment.
So how did you balance like your passion of like wanting to train and really being into like getting yourself physically fit and mentally fit at the same time, and then like having a business, being a business owner, right? Because sometimes I feel like people have passions and then they move into like making it a business and then it no longer becomes fun. How did you still keep it fun?
So I started still having certain guys that I worked out with, so I still was fun in that aspect. But in the beginning, I had my fun moments and then my real passionate moments, and I had moments that it wasn't fun anymore. Like especially like learning the industry, because going to school you don't learn everything. Like they have honest rapport with people and stuff like that, or if somebody isn't really following your plan or anything like that, like what's the next steps to go to. So I had to learn a lot by myself. Early in, other trainers saw me as competition instead of tried to help me, so a lot of the stuff I had to learn on my own. But through all that, having certain guys that I worked out with continued to help me make it fun. And then learning really who our target market was. Because once we started understanding who we were trying to target, then it continued to be fun.
Yeah, you bring up a good point because like the health and fitness sphere is large. It is taking the world by storm. And the mere fact that you were like people saw you as competition and didn't try to help. I'm a believer that there is something out here for everybody. What's unique to you is yours. You know what I mean? And you can still be in the same field. And I think YouTube is the prime example, right? Everybody has something to say, right? But everybody doesn't have to subscribe or everybody doesn't have to follow.
Right.
And so I think about that in the fitness world is like, yeah, there's hundreds of personal trainers, there's hundreds and thousands of fitness studios, but you know when the one is right for you, you know?
Yeah.
There was one other thing that I wanted to bring up. Oh, yeah. So I mentioned like being physically and mentally fit. When I look at you two, Travis, I think about you being like taking on the fitness hat, and then Whitney is like the mentally, like being mentally fit. Talk to me a little bit about your role, Whitney, and how you saw yourself entering into this space, and like what makes you like Life Addict Studio unique and different from others.
Yes, no, great question. I'll try and break down each piece, each piece of it. If I forget something, let me know. I think for me, I was proud of him when he started going to get a certification and all that. And I was like, yes, good job for you. Good. Yes, you're doing a great job. I don't want to train people. That's not my thing. Like, but I'll support you. And I think what happened was just a bit into starting, he had a client that came in and wanted to donate his kidney to his brother, but his BMI was too high. And my husband helped him lower his BMI to be able to do that. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay. This isn't just about people losing weight. This isn't just about, quick trends and fads and all that other stuff. Like this is about really changing people's lives. So I can get with that. Like that's me all day long.
Right.
But then I also realized that it was a challenge for the clients that were coming through. You could give them a workout, you could give them a plan, and they still wouldn't do it. And you'd be like, oh my, like it's written out, step out, it's easy. Just follow the steps. And they wouldn't do it. And so I really started getting into studying like behavior change and what's actually going on behind the scenes from a psychological standpoint of why people know what to do, but just don't do it or can't seem to make themselves do it. And I think that's where my passion really kind of lit up. Like, okay, well, we need to not just help people with the goal they see in front of them, but with the challenges that they can't see subconsciously.
Right. So getting behind the why. So I want to talk about the why, and I'm going to get a little bit into like the mindset behavior piece. But Travis, you mentioned earlier about motivators, like stress motivated you, like you didn't want to select or choose any other vice other than fitness being the one. Do you think motivators matter? Because most times you hear people wanting to get fit after a terrible breakup, or no, for real, they be like, I'm a show him, I'm gonna get cute, or they are really stressed, or perhaps their health is the real motivator. Look at
Oh,
look at your smile. That's so funny. So stress, breakups, like, so do motivators matter? Do you like, what motivator is the one that you feel like people have to have for it to stick, or does it even matter?
I honestly don't believe it's always just about the motivation or the motivator, mainly because at some point that motivation or that motivator is going to be over. And then what else do you have? So was it always about that motivation, or was it more about you having more discipline and consistency to push through regardless if you're motivated or not? And I always talk about this with clients, like, we don't always want to go to work every morning. We're not motivated to go to work every morning, but we still get up, brush our teeth, and go to work. So that's kind of how I look at it. So I don't even really believe so much in the motivation component, because motivation would tell you to sleep in today.
Right.
And I think if I could piggyback off of that, I think that there are surface level motivators and then there are substance level motivators. And a lot of times what happens is we go off of that, like what you were talking about. Oh, I had a bad breakup, this, that, and the other. That's a surface level. Like you're just trying to get a quick fix real fast. But those substance level motivators they have a deeper level why. And it's something that we teach our clients when they're like creating their what we call macro goals. Like if your motivator or motivation doesn't flow through our filter of like, is it purposeful? Is it passionate? Does it bring in, evoke an emotional, response? Like, do you actually have a plan for it? Will you actually do like these different things to question whether or not it's substance or surface level? I think there's a very key distinction between the two.
Okay. So we're gonna get a little personal here and talk about me, right? I feel like I have I feel like I've dipped my toe into working out, into Life Addicts, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And like this last time it actually stuck. Talk to me a little bit about what it's been like to work with me, Travis, because I feel like it's been a long time coming.
I mean, it's been real fun. I think it's because you always still, even though you may not like the workout, you always showed up for yourself. And that has always been the fun part. So have I ever had an honest moment where I was like, I got to train Lauren? No, because I knew you were going to come in there regardless of how you felt, and you were still going to put in the work. And I think
tell people what time I was working out. Okay. People need to know.
What time were we working out? What
was the first session of the day.
Oh, 5:30 a.m. Oh, yeah, you were there. Bright and early.
Okay. And
sometimes you were the first one. And you were the first one.
I beat you there sometimes.
Okay? Yes, you did. Yes. You did. But I mean, that lets you know like the level of your discipline, because we both know we both stay up late longer than we should, and you still was making sure that you were there to put in the work because you had a goal, and your goal wasn't just short term. Your goal was always long term.
Yeah. And I think a part of like why I was like, look, I need to stick to it. I was getting frustrated. And you talked about quick fixes, okay? And the people is real good with marketing. The people is real good with trying to tell you that green smoothie cleansers work. The people is real good about telling you to drink the flat tummy tea, okay? Yeah. Like, so, talk to me a little bit about that, because I feel like I've been bamboozled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 too many times, and like I'm not the only one. But
I mean, and I think the thing is, like with fads in general, like they're only meant to help people for the moment. That's why if everybody look at it, every year there's something new that comes out. And all it's really doing is helping you boo-boo a little bit more or pee a little bit more. Realistically, that's really what it is. And then once you stop taking that product, most people, if they haven't developed the disciplines, they just pack on more afterwards. And like when you have the keto diet and you have well, it used to be Atkins diet, then you have the Herbalife, then you have Body by Vi, all those really, all that they do is restrict you of calories. And anybody can restrict their own selves of calories, but the products make you believe that, oh yeah, trust this product is going to give you what you want. But then once you stop trusting this product and you don't have the funds to pay for me no more, then what do you have?
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out where the echo is coming from all of a sudden. Is it me? Okay, maybe it's not. It's gone now. So what can people do to start shifting their lifestyle to a more healthier one? Like some people may not have the time in a day. I think about single moms. I think about people who their life is busy. They don't got 45 minutes to go in the gym and pump weights or even run on the treadmill. Like, what can people do to jumpstart this lifestyle of healthy living and staying healthy?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the first step is to really determine like which stage of change you're actually able to commit to. And a lot of people don't know that there are different stages of change just from a psychological standpoint of like, a lot of times people be like, okay, I want to lose this weight real quick. I'm about to go get this membership. Boom, bam. Like we good. And you never go. Right. Or I'm about to go get all these clothes from the store because I'm gonna be looking snazzy. And then you never wear them, or you wear them out to the movies and you don't wear them to the gym. And I think so recognizing that's really jumping stages of change. And so there are really 5 different ones. So it's like pre-contemplation where you're like, nah, I'm not ready for no change. Contemplation, I'm thinking about it. Preparation, I'm getting ready for it. Action, I'm actually doing something. And maintenance, I've been doing it for a while, 3, 6, 9, 12 months. A lot of people try and jump from not thinking about it at all to like that action stage. And you didn't even prepare. You weren't ready. You weren't even taking the action steps to just get your mind right before you're ready to jump into action. So I think first thing would be recognize which stage of change you're at and take the appropriate action based on that stage. If you're just preparing, just write out your goals. Like, what is it that you're trying to actually accomplish? Why do those things matter to you? And then from there, decide what one thing can I do, maybe consistently for the next 30 days, a small step that's not so dramatically outside of my current lifestyle routine and regimen that it's impossible, and then build from there as opposed to just jumping all in.
And then I know too, just to kind of add a little bit, one thing that a lot of people try to do is they try to put so much on like eating your certain amount of macros and all that. But if a lot of people don't even know how to calculate their macros and all that, like that's kind of pointless to start off trying to understand macro. Oh, I need to have this amount of protein. I need to eat this amount of carbs. But in our reality, let's just add more vegetables into every meal that you eat.
Start small. You're right. Just start with the basics.
And so many people try to go big when they haven't even did the steps beforehand to even get to big. Because if you're not trying to be a physique model or a bodybuilder, there's really no need to start off with all those macro jargons and stuff.
I was just going to ask y'all about that, but you're right. Like, they teach us early on in school what do you need to have on the plate. And somehow when we got to be an adult, we just forgot that we needed to eat a certain amount of vegetables and certain amount of fruits, right? So to your point, just go back to the basics. And I was going to ask you about this macros, because that's also in my mind like a buzzword. I was like, macros, and then you got a little tab and they got to be a certain color. And I'm like, what? Like, what is happening here? So yeah, thank you for saying that. Like, if you're not really trying to like be a bodybuilder or have this really sculpted shape, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't have to necessarily count macros. Obviously it helped, this whole keto movement is helpful for, or has proven to be helpful for, women that is trying to conceive.
Correct.
And there's other health benefits to certain lifestyle changes, such as being vegan, or you know, or all the other vegetarian, all the other lifestyle changes. So there's some benefits, but how do you tell, like, how do you coach people or advise people which lifestyle change is best for them? Because people automatically think if I go vegan, I'm gonna lose weight. Not necessarily.
Right.
Exactly.
No, because I've seen some big vegans. I mean, let's just be, I mean, we gotta be honest. And then,
Yeah,
I mean, because even the whole,
saying.
I mean, since you brought up vegan, even the whole vegan movement that happened, like when you start eating fake meat, and people don't understand, there's a scientist that is putting together these different chemicals to even make the food taste like meat. So why are you even a vegan if you got chemicals that you're putting in your body just so you think that you're eating a meat? That's silly to me.
Yeah. I think that this is a hard question. It's hard because I think that there are hundreds of different dietary theories from all the different regions and countries and all that other stuff. So to tell one person you need to eat this way, this is the only way that you can eat. First of all, it's not sustainable. Second of all, you don't know what's going on in that person's body from a physiological standpoint. So you just don't know. And so pretty much what we like to do from a lifestyle nutrition standpoint is, okay, first assess what does your body actually need. If you don't know that, you can get like a full metabolic panel done. It's like a blood test. You can ask your doctor for it, and they can kind of determine where you have deficiencies in certain vitamins and things like that. And you can determine from there, okay, I need more, you know, vitamin this or vitamin that. So I'm gonna eat more kale, I'm gonna eat more apples, or I'm gonna eat more whatever. You can do that. And then you also determine what your body needs. And then what do you want? Like, what do you actually like? What's going to make you happy? You want to eat a Snickers? Eat a Snickers. Don't eat one every day, though, because that's not okay.
Right.
But it's okay for you to have the things that you enjoy. So it's finding that balance of like, what does my body need in order to function properly? And then what do I enjoy? And how can I match those two things together?
That's how you make it a lifestyle.
Yeah. So David X, diet more important than exercise? Absolutely. This is the answer for me, and I'm not a coach, but I know that to be true. I know that to be true because to just share a little bit of a story before I go into my next question, I switched what I ate. So I started the whole 30. Well, before I did the whole 30, I did Weight Watchers, counting points and all that, and it was just tedious. And I was like, okay, let me do whole 30 and just like change up what I consume. And I saw my body literally just mold on its own. And I was only working out at the time, maybe like twice a week. And then it got to a point where it's like, okay, I need to add another day. You know what I mean? So the diet is, I think, what really jumpstarts your, if you are on this weight loss journey, it jumpstarts your weight loss journey. And when you don't continue that, or you eat crazy, that's the number one thing. You're going to gain all of that back, you know, in all the wrong places. I know, because it's happened to me countless times. I started, stopped, failed, got back up multiple times. That's crazy. So the one thing I want to talk about is that I wanted to ask: personal training, investing in personal training, and investing in studios. Is it worth it? Fitness studios, like, is it worth it?
It's worth it if you come in willing to learn, because the hardest thing as a trainer is coming in and somebody is trying to tell you what they should be doing and all this and that. Now, okay, let me slow down too, because every trainer, you gotta really understand if your trainer really is knowledgeable, because there are some trainers out there that aren't even certified, but they're claiming to be trainers, and they kind of make overall trainers look bad because they don't really know all their information, and they're doing things that are actually hindering clients and hurting clients more than helping clients. One thing I've learned as a trainer is to make sure I'm coaching every client to help them understand why we're doing what we're doing, what muscle that that were working, like all that kind of stuff. So you gotta pretty much interview your trainer. So don't just let your trainer interview you. You interview your trainer.
Absolutely.
Like, how many years have you been doing this? What are your real results that you've actually been giving people? If I'm dealing with this, how will you help me? Do you really know how to give modifications if I have a knee issue or a shoulder issue? Like, you have to really interview your trainers. Don't just take the first trainer and be like, oh, this is going to be the one, because it may not be the one.
Yeah. You have anything to add, Whitney, before I ask this other question?
Yeah, I would just say in terms of like a studio, the difference between a studio and a gym too, because I'm not sure if people understand the difference.
Oh, good.
A lot of times with gyms, it's okay, I'm purchasing a membership to go get on this equipment or to utilize this equipment. And then if I want a trainer at the gym, it may be an additional purchase. Or if I want to, I don't know, do these classes, additional purchase, whatever that is. So I think it depends on, is it a good investment? Also depends on what your goal is. If you're just looking to go hop on a treadmill, or if you're like, I already know what I'm doing, I just need to maintain, that's fine. Go to a gym.
Right.
If you're looking for a place that's going to coach you, that's going to have community to support you and provide accountability, where you have peers and other people that are looking to accomplish a very similar goal, and where you have access to coaches and experience and stuff like that via different places, whether that be a Facebook group or text or an app or something like that, you want a more intimate experience. And so you want something like a studio. And it is going to be a greater investment than a gym, but because you're getting greater value than you would than getting a value membership at a gym, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And I'm really glad that you communicated and shared the difference between a gym and a studio, because I think that's really important when people are trying to find their fit and find where's the right place for me to reach my goals. So Sarah shared, and Sarah, thank you so much for sharing. I'm still on the journey. My highest weight was 359. I'm down to 210. Slow process now. I work out about 10 hours a week. The last 6 weeks, I only lost 5 pounds. This is a common thing because I feel like I have been stagnant at the same weight for a few months and I am frustrated. How do people get out of, like, what do you call it, coasting, or just like being at the same weight? Like, how do we continue to drop the pounds, and what is it what's happening to us or with us that we can't move beyond a certain a certain threshold or a certain weight? Like, help me understand.
So one thing everybody have to understand is, think about animals I'm not calling us animals, but just think about animals adapting to their surroundings. Our bodies adapt to what we put it through. So once your body gets to the point where it's adapted and it's used to what it's been put through, then you have to switch something up. So then now you're making your body reanalyze what's going on. So for instance, if every day you're doing burpees for about, say, 20 burpees a day.
Listen, y'all, in these burpees, do you see this? Somebody else is talking about burpees in the chat, and I do not like y'all. We are not bringing up no burpees. Burpees are the devil. And this was my response. Where did it go? I said burpees. Where did I?
Burpees the devil.
Yes, I said no, thank you. Burpees are from the devil.
I'm just saying, like, if you continue to do something over and over again, your body will get used to it. So, like, I know the thing said 100 burpees a day. Now, after a while, you're going to have to go to 110 burpees a day, because then your body is used to that number. So you always have to shock your body, which, I mean, Lauren, when you were coming to us, we continued to shock your body. Your body did not get used to the same workout. The minute you wanted to get used to it, I was like, oh yeah, it's a new 4 weeks. This is what we're about to do. And you ain't like it. Then even with your PT sessions, like, we continue to change up things so your body continue to develop and not just plateau. Now, when it comes to eating, go ahead.
Oh no, that's where I was gonna go with it. I was just gonna say, a lot of times what happens is when we find a good a dietary regimen that works for us, and we're losing and it's good, we oftentimes plateau because we're stuck with that particular regimen. And so maybe you were eating that and it was bringing you down, but that amount of calories for where you are now is no longer the amount of calories you need to be having. So you need to scale that down and eat for the weight that you are now. If you're wanting to lose again, you have to consistently reset. So even on a 30-day basis, I would look at, okay, well, what am I eating? What have I been eating? Okay, maybe I need to readjust these portion sizes, or maybe I need to figure out if you do calories. We generally go like, we don't measure our food. We do like hands, your finger, like measuring certain stuff that way because it's just easier for a lifestyle. But you may need to get those things shifted and changed. And that's another place where having coaches or a place that can actually calculate that for you and tell you, okay, you need to switch this up and maybe eat lesser is supportive or helpful.
I agree. More people need to be like y'all and measure it by hands. Because like when you be out of town, who travels with measuring cups? Like I got to go to the store and buy a scale. Like, come on.
It's not
a food scale. No, thank you. So yeah, like I can't get with it. But I really appreciate the dialogue. Y'all, Life Addict Studio got a YouTube channel. And so there, let me drop the link in the chat because y'all need to subscribe, number one, and tell us what they can look for on your channel coming up.
So we are now relaunching it. You will always get something about eating. Oh, go ahead. You could do this part. This is your favorite part. Talking about this.
Guys, so our 4 lifestyle pillars that really, are at the foundation of our culture is eating well, exercising often, engaging community, and enjoying the lifestyle. And so generally that's what you'll find on that YouTube channel is content related to those different areas to help support you in those spaces as you kind of go along your own healthy lifestyle journey.
So yeah, then the official relaunch is happening in November. So you will definitely see something happening at least once or twice a week. And we're excited about it because we've already been starting a lot of the pre-recordings and stuff for that.
Yeah. So right now you'll see where we came from.
Yes.
So you can, if you want to do a trip down memory lane, you can see where it all started, what we were putting out back then.
Yes.
And then you'll see where we're going here in just a bit.
I love that. So their link to their YouTube channel and their Instagram page is in the description. So make sure y'all go, you follow, you subscribe to the channel, and you support. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but you all are based in Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan specifically, but they coach all across the world virtually. And they have a cute video on their channel. On their Instagram page where they talk about how they pivoted from and recovered from like COVID-19. I don't want to get into it today because I really want to have y'all back to just continue to share y'all with the world and talk a little bit about just like virtual training. And it'll be, it won't be super in depth, but I'm one of those people that's like, I can't go to Planet Fitness and work out on my own. I need somebody with me to tell me, get up, close your knees, shut up. Like I need that. I need somebody to tell me what to do. I'm one of them people that, and I do, the little self-talk and I be in my head, but it's not enough. Okay. I need a little bit more.
That's okay. Oh yeah, that's okay.
Look at this. Everybody is loving y'all. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out to Natasha. She just subbed. Look at her. She's from yes. And Sarah just subbed.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm really excited for y'all channel. I'm definitely gonna be on there. I also should note too, I didn't mention this at the beginning. They had y'all used to do it wasn't aerobics. What did y'all call it with the step class?
Oh, hustle and step.
Hustle and step. That was so much fun. I really think y'all should bring it back. I don't know if y'all was talking about it, but if you do, please bring it back. And then if y'all do, like I'm gonna tune in virtually because it's just so much fun. So yeah. Did y'all have anything else y'all want to share? This was such a good time, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it for Fitness Friday.
Oh yeah, this was fun.
No, it was fun. Thank you. We really just enjoyed the opportunity to share our passion with the world. And so for just bringing us on here, thank you, Lauren. We love you. We miss you. We appreciate you. You are absolutely awesome. And it's great to see what you are doing and how you're impacting the world.
I really
feeling it. I mean, I've always told you, even in the training sessions, like, dude, more people need to hear you, Lauren. They need to hear you. You got that voice for people to hear you. Yes. And then you started it. And then I've just been watching you blow up. Yeah. So keep going.
I really, really appreciate it. Look, Blind Guy, his wife, their life. Y'all should subscribe to their channel too. But they said, please come back. We're keeping you. So she's a fan. And you're going to keep getting fans and subscribers. So yes. So yeah, with that, thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for sticking with all the people in the chat for sticking with us. If y'all have questions, like head over to their Instagram page. Like I said, subscribe to their channel. And I'm a Life Addicts member for life.
Yes.
Y'all can too. So make sure y'all get connected and stay connected. And that used to be my slogan. Remember, Travis? Get connected, stay connected. Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, peace.
Bye. Oh wait, I'm back. I forgot to tell y'all about tonight. Tonight is going down. Late night girl talk with me and Lucky. That's happening tonight. It is a Laura, Melissa, and Lucky winning weekend. You got us Friday, you got us Saturday, and you got us on Sunday. So make sure you subscribe. You hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. All right, I think that's all for now. Bye, y'all.